Next on Worcester News Tonight, the wild weather continues in central Mass. And the security app helps police catch a thief breaking into a church. Good evening, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim McCone. Central Mass has certainly seen it all when it comes to weather over the past few days. To say this has been a weird, wild stretch of weather would be an understatement. Temperatures were in the 50s earlier today, not even 48 hours after temperatures hit zero in Worcester County. And it was a windy, wet ride home for the evening commute. Some roads in the city, like Higgins Street, shown here, even flooding. Of course, this following last night's mix of snow and freezing rain. We'll have more on the weather in our forecast later on in the show. While the conditions may not seem ideal for skiers and snowboarders, and as our Patricia Nicholas reports, ski areas like Wachusett Mountain are taking a hit this winter.
Local students enjoy their week off from school by hitting the slopes at Mount Wachusett.
It's a little warmer. We had some really cold temperatures over the weekend, but snow is really, really nice. It's really soft and it's great for learning on, and we're having a really fun time.
It wasn't cold as it was yesterday, so we thought it'd be a good idea to come, and it's really nice out, and the snow is really good, so it's really nice today.
Mount Wachusett says the fluctuating weather is affecting business. They say this school vacation week is normally much busier.
It's empty again. So the roller coaster continues. It's really frustrating because the snow's amazing and there's no one sliding on it.
Michelle Pepe drove from Sharon to Mount Wachusett to take her daughter snowboarding for the first time. She says the weather forecast should not affect people.
Well, today I saw that it was going to be warm and rainy, but it doesn't even matter here. It's a pleasure. Yeah, it's really not bothering us at all, and it's warm and it's a great day to come out.
Mount Wachusett says even when there isn't snow, they always have snow ready. Regardless of the temperature, skiers today say they are having fun and they are enjoying the smaller crowds.
Come on and enjoy it. Doesn't matter what the weather conditions are as long as you're having fun.
The weather's nice out here. It's not too cold and there's barely any people here, so it's nice.
Come out, bundle up, and just have fun. Don't worry if it's gonna be cold because you can never overbundle, never have enough stuff on.
And that was our Patricia Nicholas reporting. Well, a swearing-in ceremony for two Worcester police officers at City Hall took place Tuesday. Officers Brett Kubiak and Matthew Troiano are part of the 36 police candidates training in the police academy. Both officers sworn in today completed their academy training out of state. The new officers will begin on foot patrols throughout the city. The security app helps Worcester police arrest a man for breaking into a church earlier this week. Our Andy Madison shows us how one of the church members was able to monitor the man's every move by using his phone.
Charles Lima appeared in court Tuesday, charged with breaking into this church on Sunday.
Officers entered the church and discovered a male in there by the rear staircase. According to the person who had called the police, there'd been a set of keys to the church that were stolen in a recent housebreak nearby.
Officers found Lima with keys and a paint scraper. Concordia Lutheran Church was closed on Sunday, but someone on staff was alerted to the break-in on his phone.
He had the security cameras that are stationed inside the church logged into his phone, so he was able to get an alert and actually see on his phone the person inside the church searching around.
Lima faces several charges, including trespassing, malicious destruction of property, receiving stolen property, and breaking and entering. In a statement, a spokesperson for the church said, quote, "We are relieved that this is over. This has been going on for a while, and our concern is to keep our children safe." A situation that is over thanks to the church's security system.
We're happy to get there as quick as we did, and we're glad to get this guy while he's right inside the church.
Keeping your church safe from intruders? There's an app for that. Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
A Shrewsbury firefighter accused of inappropriately touching his children's teenage babysitter was released without bail after his arraignment today. Sean Bodowitz of Auburn is accused of indecent assault and battery on the 15-year-old girl in his home last month. Prosecutors say he made multiple inappropriate comments to her about her body and groped her. He is ordered to stay away and have no contact with the victim. Bodowitz has been a firefighter in Shrewsbury since March of 2008. He is due back in court on March 28th. A Worcester man faced a judge today in connection to his alleged 6th drunk driving offense. Auburn police say 41-year-old Scott Tatro of Worcester was found stopped in an industrial park not far from a hit-and-run accident on Route 20 in Auburn Sunday night. Police say Tatro told them that he hadn't had a license for the past 15 years, but kept driving because he didn't care. As police were booking Tatro, they discovered he had an outstanding arrest warrant. Tatro is due back in court on February 19th for a dangerousness hearing. A former Assumption College student charged with making a bomb threat on campus back in 2011 was sentenced to 3 years probation in Worcester Superior Court today. 26-year-old Kevin Forts attracted widespread notoriety for expressing sympathy with a mass killer in Norway. The Shrewsbury man is ordered to stay away from the Assumption campus. Forts must undergo mental health and drug evaluations during his probation. He's ordered to stay drug and alcohol free and will undergo random drug testing. Police in Sturbridge put this image on their Facebook page asking for your help in identifying this man. It's not clear why they're looking for him, but take a good look. If you do have some useful information to pass along, you're asked to contact Sturbridge Police. February vacation is a busy time at the Ecotarium in Worcester. You may remember last year, the museum was forced to close for a few weeks due to issues caused by winter storms. But as our Brittany Schaefer reports, the crowds have returned this year.
The Ecotarium is a popular spot for school vacations, but last year a pipe burst caused the Science and Nature Museum to close for 3 weeks during February vacation.
Last year, the entire museum was frozen, and unfortunately we were shut down not just for vacation week, but for 3 weeks due to some issues related to the storm. But as you can hear, we're back and have bounced back wonderfully.
The damage caused by winter storms kept members like Christine Daspar and her children away.
We didn't end up coming out. We usually come out during every vacation, so it was pretty disappointing.
This year, that has all been remedied. We've got our backup generator humming away, ready to go if we have any issues again.
This February vacation, Ecotarium President Joe Cox expects more than 1,000 people per day.
The weather's just going to be perfect to come and explore indoors and outdoors at the Ecotarium.
It's a school vacation week, and we're trying to fill it in with the best activities possible.
With temperatures much warmer today, Cox says visitors can have a better experience.
Colder weather, we were more likely to stay inside. Now that it's a bit warmer out, it's a bit easier to get the kids outside.
Cox says he would rather have a winter like this year compared to last year.
Definitely compared to last year and the weather we had last year, this is positively tropical.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Police in Tyngsboro are trying to track down the person who stole several weapons from a gun store. Authorities say the robbery may be connected to another similar crime. Our Catherine Underwood has more.
Manager John Comer is inside Hitman Firearms in Tyngsboro every day that it's open.
I'm going to lose a lot of sleep.
He's mad at himself for not being here Monday morning before the sun came up.
I wasn't here to see what they did, but all I can see is the aftermath was, major devastation.
Police say at about 3:30, several suspects smashed through the front door and then the weapons cases. They stole 4 handguns and escaped before police arrived. Comer says it was just minutes after the alarm sounded.
What's your biggest fear?
Where they end up and what gets done with them. You just don't want firearms in the wrong hands.
The wrong hands this time could be the same hands responsible for this crime on February 3rd. This is surveillance video from Wicked Weaponry in Wachusett, New Hampshire. The suspects stole handguns and semi-automatic rifles.
Very similar circumstances, same time of night. We believe same kind of, MO. How they did it, everything seems to be very similar.
Tyngsboro Chief Rich Howe says the same people are likely responsible for both crimes, but he doesn't believe residents in either town are at risk.
Usually what they're doing is they're selling them, they're flipping them for money.
Regardless of what they're doing with them, Comer says he won't rest until he knows those 8 deadly weapons are off the streets.
We work hard to keep guns out of the criminals' hands and making sure the wrong people don't get them.
That's what this business is all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
You are looking at surveillance cameras on this plaza. They weren't working when this crime occurred, but the owner of those video cameras tells me that after hearing this, she will get them up and running as soon as possible. Police are looking at other surveillance video, and they say tonight that investigation is moving quickly. In Tyngsboro, Catherine Underwood for Worcester News Tonight.
The search continues for a missing 22-year-old man from Harvard. Zachary Marr was last seen outside the Boston bar called the Bell in Hand just before 2 a.m. on Saturday. His family says Marr was celebrating his birthday when he stepped outside to smoke a cigarette. He then texted one of his cousins saying he was not being allowed back inside and asked his party to leave with him. Workers at the bar deny that Marr was not let back inside. By the time his family went outside, he was nowhere to be found.